What's happening, guys? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I mean, we're about to get us on our way to yet another reaction, right? To our boy Rants. Now, I know before I start this, I know that I'm going to have people coming in here talking about, oh, you doing content on Rants again, mate? I thought your channel's about Arsenal. Right? Let me just give my little monologue before I get started with this video, right? One, if I want this channel to be about Barbie dolls, then I'll do that. You know what I mean? While doing anything else on this channel, right? I don't care if I just talk about Arsenal and what I think will happen in the future, and that's all I'll talk about, or what happened in the past. No matter. You know what I mean? If I want to do reactions to people, I shall do them. I don't know what people don't get about that. Like, it's funny how people they want something to say when it comes to you doing reactions to other people. They want to cry. They want to cry because you're doing reactions on other people, but they'll be subscribed to the very same people who are doing the exact same thing as what I'm doing. It's just that people don't like when people do content on their favorite YouTuber and you're not in agreement, in an agreement with that said YouTuber. You know what I mean? You have to agree with everything that the person says. You know what I mean? I have a comment on my video I did yesterday on Lee Gunner versus two-time Arsenal Legends TV, right? With their, well, I won't say beef, but you know, I did a video on that, and I had a comment in there. I'm not gonna say names. I had a comment in there talking about, you know, let me just. In fact, I'm not gonna butcher anything. I mean, before I get started with this reaction, let me give my little monologue first. Oops. And it says, let me not hold you guys too long. This is not live, by the way, people. I'm not live. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm just not live. I can't find it. Aren't you supposed to be a content creator on YouTube? It's easy to make this crap, and you don't know the backstory here, do you? This is about two-time Arsenal Legends TV and Lee Gunner, right? So I replied, "Is this not content?" Well, if the backstory isn't out there yet, we can only go with what we see, which is facts. You know what I mean, am I supposed to be a content creator on YouTube? Well, that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing. So I don't know what's amiss here, and all this thing about, oh, there's a backstory to it. Well, I tell you what, right? How about I just randomly go out a YouTuber and get personal with them and everything like that, and then I'll just tell you guys, oh, there's a backstory, but I'm not saying what it is. I mean, nobody can be online, right? Crying about people view them as negative, people view them a certain way, and then when you go at people, you're not telling people why you're doing it. You're just randomly doing it. So basically, you're living up to what people are saying because there's a backstory to whatever it is, and you don't care to tell anybody what it is. So you just want to go at the person. So you're just going to be online looking like a dickhead, going at people and not giving you subscribers, nobody, no backstory. All they know is there's a backstory. If that's what the case is. You know what I mean? This is retarded now.
Stop it. Get some help.
But yeah, anyways, this video is of man like Ronnie and Lee Gunner, and it was a stream that they did a couple, I think yesterday or the day before, and they were speaking about trophies. Now, I didn't watch the original live as it was going on or anything like that, but shout out to the football club aka Nick, shout out to him. I kind of feel like I'm doing content behind him now. Like I'm seeing stuff through him, and then it's like, oh, I've got to react to that now, type of thing, because I'm hearing stuff, right? And shout out to Nick though. Where's my Don Marco? Oh, it's all the way down there, and I can't scroll down. In fact, no, I'll do it. There you are. I'm listening to what I'm listening to, and then I'm hearing certain things that triggers me into doing my own reaction. You know what I mean? And there was points in this where it's like, nah, I'm sorry. I really wanted to be like, I'm not going to do another reaction behind the football club. You know, he did his commentary on it, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But then I heard some certain things, and I thought, nah, sorry, I can't let this slide. I can't let that slide. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna get into it. So what you're gonna see in this video is, and how, Christ, we're at 6 minutes in and I ain't even started. But you're gonna see an example as to why people don't like to disagree with Rants too much. And you're going to see what it looks like when he actually comes up against somebody that actually will disagree with him. And shout out to Lee Gunner, right? Shout out to Lee Gunner, because he went all the way. It's about damn time, right, that certain man were challenged on the shit that they're saying. You know what I mean? Because there's too many yes men around, right? And you can tell when people are used to having a yes man around them. And as I said, this is not no shot at no content creators, no nothing. This video, this is just me reacting to what you said. You know what I mean? So people are gonna see it as, oh, calling you out. I'm just calling what I see. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. Sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Don't worry, man. Your manager's coming out telling the world that he's the most successful manager after Pep, mate. Like,
yeah, but he's a moron though. Do you know what I mean? The gaslighting's crazy, bro. I can't.
Yeah, but it's factually correct. He is in the last 2 years. 2 years, 2 trophies.
Yep. Yeah, well, of course, but bro, what does success look like, bro? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's all objective.
Ah! Well, success is trophies, bro.
Well, it's subjective. Yeah, but trophies do not reflect trophies do not reflect improvement and progress. They don't.
This is what it's about, man.
Trophies are just trophies.
That's what you play the game for, though.
Yeah,
like,
but no,
everyone takes the
trophies are just trophies. From a Man United fan, trophies are just trophies. Yeah, I remember when we weren't winning them between 2006 and 2013. Those years we weren't winning them, and all I heard from fans just like this is trophies. It's about trophies. End of the day, when you finish the league, if you haven't got any trophies, blah blah blah, then who are you? You know what I mean? You haven't won any trophies, no trophies, blah blah blah. You haven't won a trophy. That's all we heard. And now the same type of fans now, at least fan at this point, because he doesn't represent all Man United fans. And now turning around saying, it's not about trophies. Trophies just, it's nice, but you know what I mean? Basically, he'd rather Man United be in our position right now, which is put pressure on and get nothing from it. So basically, this would be the equivalent of you're getting pussy, but you're envious that guy got a lap dance. Where the person getting a lap dance? Arsenal fans. We're getting lap dancers. Ain't getting pussy. Man United are getting pussy. We're just getting a lap dance. We're getting a teaser. We're thinking, we're hoping that it might come to something. But otherwise, we're just getting a lap dance.
Piss out of Harry Kane saying one of
them.
But
he's got individual trophies though. Harry Kane's got individual trophies. He's got golden boots. Do you know what I'm saying? So Harry Kane.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to. I don't want to stop this that often, but Jesus Christ, he went there. I don't know what side of the bed man got out of that morning, but he really did just say, but Harry Kane's got individual trophies though. He's got golden boots. You could not make this up. I swear in 2019, I swear in 2019, right? He was ripping into Aubameyang for just having a golden boot that season because we lost the Europa League final that season. And Aubameyang was joint top scorer with Mane and Salah. And I swear he ripped into because he called Aubameyang the Gabonese Jamie Vardy. We all know about that, fam. You know what I mean? We all know about that. Where is it?
I've seen him do it.
You know what I mean? We all know about that. And we all saw that. But really, man's actually out here saying, but he's got a golden boot, mate. You could not make this up. You literally could not make this up.
Get some help.
Kane is not failure, bro. Like, he succeeded at scoring goals, blood. Like, that's his thing, bro. He's a goal scorer. He scores goals.
And
Ultimately,
every single goal's led to no trophies.
Gotcha, bitch.
yeah, but
Like,
a golden
in
boot
terms
is a
of club-
trophy.
Yeah, personal trophy, yeah, but it's an elite level sport and it's a team sport.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
you're
Well
an
then.
individual, but at the same time,
Oh my days. Golden boot is a trophy. I mean, he's not wrong, but he's using it as like an argument against what Lee Gunner's saying. This is
Stop
insane.
it. Get some help.
He's got a golden boot though. So in 2019, you know, remember what happened in Emmanuel Azerbaijan, Baku, fam? We got smoked by Chelsea, right? That means we as Arsenal fans can turn around and say, well, Aubameyang got the golden boot, or shared it at least. And you know what I mean? Now, I know this is on the context of ripping into Harry Kane for not winning any trophies with his club, but fam, yes, he won gold. He got golden boots, but fam, you should all you. I'm sure Rants owns a football club or something like that, or runs a football. You know, I know he's a coach or something. Fam, you should know better than anyone. Well, I don't want to make out that man's like Pep Guardiola type level or something, but you should know better than this. The average person, let's just say, that yes, okay, he won the golden boot, but he ain't won out for his club. Any clubs that he played for. You know what I mean? This is the same guy that downplayed the Invincibles because we drew 12 games, by the way.
Oh, then it's a team sport.
all
So
of his
if Harry
goals have
Kane,
led to his
Golden boot,
team winning no trophies.
if Harry Kane scores 30 goals and his team don't win the league, it's not his fault, bro. Like, he'll win the golden boot. That's his trophy.
But the team
Yeah,
hasn't
he'll
won
win the golden
anything,
boot.
has
but
it,
then
that he's playing
if you
for?
look at, he ain't even. I don't think he's even had a shot on target in any final he's played in. He's played in 6 finals and he ain't had a.
Harry Kane, yeah, it's not his fault if he scores 30 goals, but his team don't win. Well, if they got to a cup final and he didn't even score in that cup final, then it's like you're looking at him like, fam, you're a goal machine. Where, you know what I mean? We need your help as well. But he's out, man like Roney, he's out here justifying Harry Kane's failure to win at club level and country level because he's got personal trophies. Same guy that tried to downplay going invincible for an entire Premier League campaign because we drew 12 games. Well, and we won a trophy for being invincible as well, as in we won the league. But downplayed it because we drew 12 games. That is
Stop it.
insane.
Get some help.
Single shot on goal.
It's still a
So
team
that's
game.
his fault. Yeah,
Still
it's
a
a team
team
game, but at the same time, yeah, we judge the size of our clubs on the trophies that we've won. So you like, I think we're bigger than Chelsea based on the amount of trophies. But Chelsea,
Yeah, but Man United are
dissect it
they-
on
they judge Man
European
United.
trophies.
They judge the size of Man United Football Club, yes, on the trophies they won, but also the size of the fan base.
Mm.
That's
No.
what they judge them on. Do you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
the biggest fan
bottom line
bases are the ones with the most trophies.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yes, I know. Do you know what I'm
Like Lee's picking him out already. I think I think at this point, Lee was at a stage where it's like certain things need to be called out because even he's hearing things that Ron says on his videos, and I think Lee's at the point now where he needs to set the record straight. That look, at least you man are winning trophies because we're not. You know what I mean? Despite we're putting the pressure on, we're not winning anything. And it's like you man are. I want us to be winning stuff. My argument has been, while Arteta's this process that we're in, why aren't we doing what Ten Hag's doing for Man United, winning trophies? Why aren't we doing that in the meantime? You know what I mean? League Cups and FA Cups should be won on the way of going to, I'm trying to win the league and a Champions League and or whatever as well. We're not doing that. We're just getting lap dancers. We ain't getting to touch nothing. You man are actually getting the works. You know what I mean?
Saying you, bruv. So, bruv, you have a bigger fan base than Chelsea, bruv. You might not win nothing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but we've got more trophies than them.
Gotcha, bitch.
Totality.
He's getting
for how
picked
long,
out, fam. He's getting picked out, fam. Hold on. Lee's just cruising. Lee Gunner is in cruise control right now. I'm telling you, he's literally in cruise control. You don't need to get animated or nothing. He's just there chilling, just picking out what Ron is saying.
You, bruv. So, bruv, you have a bigger fan base than Chelsea, bruv. You might not win nothing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but we've got more trophies than them.
Gotcha, bitch.
Totality.
But for how long though?
I did.
You know what I'm saying?
Until they sort their fucking lives out.
but for how long?
But for how long? That wasn't the conversation, fam. The conversation was about trophies, and you're talking about for how long. We've got more than Chelsea. That's all you need to know right now. For the context of the conversation that you're having with Lee Gunner. About how long? Now you can tell that reply was just a, you know what I mean? You know when you've took bare swings, right? You just need to throw an arm out. You know what I mean? Just to be like, I'm fighting back. That's what that reply was. I'm fighting back. I just threw my hand out. That's what that reply was. Oh my days, Jesus Christ.
It's a disgrace. That's what it is, a disgrace.
Guys, I think this is going to be a long premiere because I'm struggling right now. I don't think I'm going to be able to play this for as long as I want to play it for before I stop and speak again. Fam, it's going to be hard. And there's more to come. Jeez.
Do you know what I'm saying? Not really. Like, but even when you look at your Premier Leagues, bro, like, bruv, you got less Premier Leagues than City and Chelsea, bro. So, do you know what I mean? Like, just, bruv, even if...
Ronnie talks baloney. So we're going by names. As I said before, if we're going by names, do the same thing with the Champions League. So you would agree, should Arsenal ever get their hands on a Champions League trophy, right? While you lot don't win anymore anytime soon, for example, you'd have to admit then we're only one behind you. We just need to win two then, because that one you won in '68 won't call the Champions League then. You'd have to agree with that then. This whole thing about you got less Premier Leagues than them. Oh, well, okay, we've got less league titles by that name than said clubs, but we've got more league titles than them. Anyway, but there's more baloney coming. So just listen.
They've surpassed you and they'll continue. Even when they get to your trophy count, they're probably not going to have
will
more
surpass
fans.
you lot.
They're probably not, bro, because the amount of fans that you have is historic.
And Man City will surpass Man United because as long as Liverpool and Arsenal don't touch a league title, you man will welcome up in arms Man City winning more league titles. You know what I mean?
It's embarrassing.
That's what that'll be.
That's going to take a while to catch up. So it's not that.
To be fair though, Chelsea have got a lot of fans. Like in the African countries, they got fucking more than us in Africa.
Of course they do.
America, they're catching us. But I'd say over the globe, they're not far behind us.
Yeah,
they're not far behind us. But most of that success.
You man have no European trophies, blood. If you want to count your one Bandudu fucking whatever, you can. No European cups.
No. We beat a fucking sick Parma team.
You got no European cups, Lee, bro, and you still got more fans than Chelsea and City. Do you know what I mean? And City done a treble. So as much as man could talk about this trophy thing, bro.
Now, before I let the video play on, right? That says a lot about Arsenal then, doesn't it? You know what I mean? To be exact, we've got 2 European trophies. It's just that none of the competitions, one of them has now turned into Europe, what Europa League is now, and the other one's discontinued, right? But that says a lot about Arsenal. You know what I mean? For Man City and Chelsea to be on our level, they had to have European pedigree, really. You know what I mean? And when I say our level, I mean like the recognition and the worldwide fan base and everything like that. Whereas us, we did shit domestically and people worldwide was like, fam, look at them. You know what I mean? We were doing shit domestically in little old England, right? And worldwide, people like Arsenal, that's the team. You know what I mean? Now, to be fair to Chelsea, I mean, I know Chelsea did, you know, they have won like Super Cup in 1997, I think it was, and you know, so they had a little summit. You know what I mean? And then when it came to what they did when Abramovich came in, that boosted them up even more, right? Well, Man City, yeah, they were killing it domestically, and then they won the Champions League, and then, you know, because, you know, they did it. They obviously killed it domestically and then won the Champions League and still continuing to kill it domestically, right? But all this time, since Sky Sports and everything like that been in existence, and also I'm been no Europa League, no Champions League. Yet we're still in the room with these man, mentioned alongside these man, all these European giants, and we're next to them. And we don't have a European trophy to show. It says a lot about us, doesn't it? We clearly didn't need to win big in Europe to be put on the map like that, did we?
This is what we're doing. This is what champions do, mate. This is what champions do, man. Got my championship cigar. We're chilling. We're enjoying life. This is what it's about, man. Trophies.
This is like I've gone back
You heard
20
it right there.
years and all my Man United
Trophies,
mates are just
fam.
unbearable again. But you know, that was I enjoyed the final. I thought it was a good game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it.
Easy game of football, mate. Easy game of football.
Oh, like, let's be real, innit? Like, you man ain't an elite club like that. You're not, but you still got a big following. So we can do all the trophy talk.
Yeah, but the reason we have a big following is because of the trophies we won under Wenger. Because that was the introduction of Sky Sports going around the world, or football being beamed around the world, the Premier League, and we were playing the sexiest football. So then obviously we were winning the trophies with the
I don't
so
know, man.
we obviously got more fans off of the back of that. If we hadn't won anything in that period, our fan base would be nowhere near the size it is.
Maybe not. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't have the numbers. Do you know what I mean? I see one smart ass was like, oh yeah, football started before 1992. But bro, Wenger wasn't like, Wenger weren't there. Like, when did?
Yeah, because Man United fans wanna go back in time only to 1992, and they don't want to go before that. You know what I mean? Because Fergie won 13 league titles with them, and it's under the name Premier League, and it was officially called the Premier League from 1992. United fans like to go off that. That's why I'd like to say we've only won 3 league titles. You know what I mean? Like, so people need to remind them, yeah, football existed before 1992. You know what I mean? Yeah, people are going to remind you of that because you man keep talking as if it started in 1992. You know what I mean?
Wenger come in?
96.
There you go. So when man's doing this, football started before 1992, yeah. Arsenal didn't win the majority of their trophies under Wenger. I'm sure you won trophies before him.
We did, and we actually have more league titles than Man United. Before the Premier League started, we actually had more league titles than Man United. Obviously, it looks bad on us because they've clearly surpassed us, you know, way more. You know what I mean? But let's not act like Arsenal were just some little thing before the Premier League under the name Premier League started, type of thing. You know what I mean?
So
yeah,
let's not do that.
Yeah, we won 6 trophies in 8 years.
Well, there you go. So
And then we went a few years without, and then Wenger
yeah, so
came
I
in,
don't
and
I don't think you got the majority of your fans from the Wenger era. You must have had them from before that.
yeah, like my generation, like
Yeah.
my generation were there before Wenger, but the majority of fans online, Wenger era. You can tell that by the way they just
Oh yeah,
suck
yeah.
off
Oh
everything.
yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, of course.
But the older ones, a lot of them don't have social media anyway.
Mm.
Like a lot of the match going fans don't even have socials, and if they do, it's just a personal Facebook, like just to post a couple of pictures of family and shit. Like you don't see these people actively sitting there tweeting shit every day. It's mainly the younger lot pretending to be Bukayo Saka. But yeah, I'd say
the exception doesn't make the rules. Yeah. At the end of the day, usually the best clubs win the trophies. Usually, Man United winning the trophies weren't because we were the best. Like we won the FA Cup and the League Cup, and we weren't the best team in the competition either time.
Well, if you win a competition, you were the best in that competition. Like you're the champion of that competition. Yeah, that's how competitions go. You don't face every single person. I'm sure if Man U had to go in the League Cup, I'm sure if Man U had to go through all 92 football league teams, I don't think they would have made it to the top. You could say that about a lot of League Cup winners. Would they have beaten every single one? You know what I mean? For how you drew in that competition, you know what I mean? You ended up being the best. You know what I mean? And we just have to cut it down the middle. You were the best in that competition. Now, so I get what he's trying to say about is the luck of the draw, or whatever, and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, you know, there was teams you avoided that probably would have smoked you. But it is what it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? By that logic, you could downplay someone's Champions League win if they avoided Real Madrid, Man City, all the big hitters. I mean, you could essentially downplay it. Now we know with the Premier League, you have to play everybody that's in it. You know what I mean, that's why it's obviously rated a lot higher than the cup competitions. You know what I mean? But to use that to try and downplay it as if you were with a cigar when you won cup competitions is a bit like, you know.
Stop it. Get some help.
So the exception doesn't make the rule. Like Porto won the Champions League. They weren't the best team in Europe. Like they weren't. Innit? Like it just is what it is, bro. Like that's how the cookie crumbles.
They were champions of Europe, so
leagues tell you what's really
best.
going on, bro. Leagues tell you how good you really were, how good you really are, bro. And that's
league form over 38 games. Yeah.
Exactly. So for all the cups,
but at the same time,
you man never done back-to-back league titles.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, I mean, you never three-peated.
Stop the cap.
And again, another dose of Ronnie talks baloney, because we've actually done a three-peat it was in the 1930s. If people want to dismiss that and say, "Oh no, that don't count," right? Then don't count your trophies from way back then. You know what I mean? Don't count none of your trophies. And if any Arsenal fans want to try and get cute and say, "Oh no, you can't use the," because I don't mention that. I don't hear any Arsenal fans when people say you've never retained the league title, you've never done a 3P. I don't hear any Arsenal fans saying yes, we have. I don't hear none of you say that. I want to know why. What is it too shameful to say that we did a 3P in the 1930s just because it was way before all our time? Yet you'll be the same one saying we've won 13 league titles. What are we doing here? You know what I mean, what are we doing here? I've not heard one Arsenal fan, apart from my brother. I've not heard one Arsenal fan say to people, we have retained the league title and we have done a 3P. I've not heard one Arsenal fan say that. You know what I mean? It's like we're too ashamed to say it. It's too ashamed to state that fact because it was such a long time ago. Well, I wonder if the Champions League was around in the 1930s and your club won it back then. I wonder if people would count it then. You know what I mean? Because if you as an Arsenal fan say to people, we've done a 3P, we did it in the 1930s, you'll get laughed at for saying that. As if it doesn't count. which is belittling the meaning of the league title just because it was in them times. You know what I mean? World War type of times. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be a tough time to be winning league titles? Didn't see Man United or Liverpool and them winning league titles in during that time. I could be wrong. I know Everton did because looking at the list, I think Everton stopped us being able to do a four-peat. I could be wrong, but I know Everton. I think Everton won one during that period. I think. You know what I mean? Someone won it in between, and then I think we won it again. You know what I mean? So they broke that after the three-peat. But we've done it in our history. So just like you've got Aston Villas, Nottingham Forests, and all these other clubs that have won the Champions League before it was called the Champions League, just like they're proud of that, we should be proud of the three-peat that we've done, that our club has done. I mean, I'm gutted that League didn't check him on that though. He let that ride. He Rants is there saying you've never retained a league title, you've never done a three-peat. Lee let that slide. Lee knows we have. It just wasn't in our lifetime. Oh, well, yeah, our lifetime. It was way before we were born. That doesn't dismiss it. Because if you want to dismiss that, then you're gonna have to start saying you're gonna have to go by football started in 1992 then. Anyways, rant over. You mean to, well, it's just like when I hear baloney, it's just it needs calling out.
We three-peated twice. When you look at all the stuff that we done in the league, this is what makes us so much better than you lot. Not just the cups. It's what we done in the league. And that's the way I'm looking at it. So as nice as it is to win an FA Cup and to win a League Cup,
this was him after the League Cup final.
Trophies do not reflect improvement and progress. They don't.
This was after beating Newcastle 2-0.
Trophies do not reflect improvement and progress. They don't.
On, boys.
So it's worth swallowing your lungs.
Man United winning the trophies weren't because we were the best.
Shit, Look at Sancho. Look at him. Look at him.
So is it worth blackening out your lungs, right? Because you won a little League Cup? You know what I mean? A League Cup was worth a cigar, but it's not all about trophies and all that.
Get some help.
Standing right there with his hands open, bro. Sancho is like the most South London bred ever, blood. If you know man from South, you know already, innit? That man's body language is just different, blood.
Man United winning the trophies weren't because we were the best. Man United winning the trophies weren't because we were the best. Yeah. It doesn't show progress as a football team when our manager went from 3rd in the league to 8th. That's not progress, going from 3rd to 8th and scumbagging the FA Cup. Like, it's not. Ultimately, what you do in the league... At the same
time, Ollie finished 2nd. We were the 2nd best team in the league.
Were we?
Yeah.
Well, you were, really. In the Premier League, you were the 2nd best. Like, if you finish 2nd, you're the 2nd best in the Premier League. I don't think it makes you 2nd best in the country, because I think the FA Cup does that. You know what I mean? Because that's the 2nd best. That's 2nd tier to the league title. Then the League Cup is a 3rd. But in the Premier League, like it's a kind of a double meaning, because obviously if you come 1st in the Premier League, you're the champions of England, and then finishing 2nd would make you the 2nd best in England, like that. But the 2nd best English trophy is the FA Cup. So technically, that takes second place's place. Realistically, you know what I mean?
We were 2nd best team because Ollie finished 2nd and you lot were shit.
No, we were rubbish. Do you know what I mean? We probably weren't the 2nd best, but we performed the 2nd best over the course of the season, even though we weren't objectively the 2nd best. Do you get what I'm saying? Same with the Jose team that finished 2nd as well. They finished 2nd, but they were like 30 points off top or something like that.
But this is why I don't count league position unless you win it, because it doesn't matter where you finish in the league. Yeah, it looks good if you go from 8th, 5th, 2nd like we have. It looks like you're progressing forward, but ultimately we've won fuck all. So like, yeah, it looks good and we're harder to beat and there's a little bit of progress in terms of we're a better team.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately the aim is to win trophies.
Now let me translate what he said so that people can understand, because some people might fail to understand the simple concept that how Lee Gunner simplified it. Some people might still fail to understand. Right? You can chat to all the girls you want, fam. Right? And this is just me just saying this as in like just a hypothetical. You as a man, you can chat to all the girls you want, fam. Right? You can get the numbers. You might get two bit of text back, right? But if you're not smashing, are you happy with that? Are you happy with getting girls' numbers and getting absolutely zero from it? The best you can get, let's just say, for example, the best you can get is a lap dance. You can't touch them. They can grind on you, everything, whatever, but you can't touch them. If you're not happy with that, you're not happy with what Arteta's doing. Because Arteta, the football version of what I've just described is us right now. Playing good football, at least when it suits, and looking like we're actually going to do something. All work, no penetration. That's all it is. You know what I mean? Whereas Man U now, if I have to flip that into the dating scene, for example, you know what I mean? They'll draw something and they'll smash. You know what I mean? Could be a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, which is not bad. You know what I mean? Still something. What we gain? You know what I mean?
That's the whole aim of the sport. Like, you don't compete in a sport not to win anything.
No, 100%. The aim is to win trophies, but the league, yeah, is the bread and butter.
Bruv, you see my manager dancing with Leacher and that. Man, out here cutting shapes, you know. See, your hips don't lie, blood. 10 Heisenberg, blood. 10 fucking Heisenberg, blood. 10 fucking Heisenberg, blood. Man telling me.
Rants with the scarf and the hat. I love that,
Yeah,
man.
bro,
I love
man's
that.
out here, bruv. We out here. You know what I'm saying? My manager's cutting shapes and that. You know what I'm saying? Your manager could never. You know that? That's what we're doing, fam.
This is after winning the League Cup against Newcastle. So all this talk right now about it's not about trophies, this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. I'd believe that if this wasn't the reaction after winning said trophies. Because before that, there was in a 6-year trophy drop before that. So look how happy they were to win trophy. Well,
you know what I'm saying? Look at my manager throwing up gang signs and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, you know.
It's got lighted up cigars.
Man United winning the trophies weren't because we were the best.
Love that. You feel me? Love
No
that.
one gives a fuck about the League Cup.
Yo, trophy in the bag, man. Trophy in the bag.
No one gives a
over the
fuck
moon.
about the League
I'm
Cup.
saying it's about damn time too.
It's the bread and butter. No one gives a fuck about the League Cup. No one gives a fuck about the League Cup. No one gives a fuck about the League Cup.
Say it again. I double dare you, motherfucker.
No one gives a fuck about the League Cup.
I swear to God, don't lie to me. Stop the cap.
Do you know what I'm saying? No one gives a fuck about it.
Yeah, now they
Stop
don't.
the cap.
But like, when 93 when we did the cup double against Sheffield Wednesday in both finals, we
I think the
10th.
League Cup only
Nobody
counts
cared,
if
we
you win it
finished
with. I think the League Cup only counts if you win it with something else.
Oh shit.
Now, this talk has been around for ages. It's mainly perpetuated by Man United fans. They come with this talk about FA Cup and League Cups don't count unless it's won or something. It's just basically them living off the 1999 treble, basically. You know what I mean? It's and also they've been used to they've been used to winning league titles and winning doubles with it as well. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of them have this. Oh, a lot of them have this mindset where the League Cup is just, you know, a little man trophy and you know, it doesn't really mean anything. It's because whenever they've won it, mainly they've won the league title with it. You know what I mean? So I guess if you support a club that every time you've won a League Cup, you pretty much won a league title at the same time, I suppose you're then going to look at that. You're not going to look at that competition the same if you just win that. If somebody talks about just winning that, at least, even though we saw him with this whole cigar after winning just that League Cup. You know what I mean? And yeah, but end of the day, when a team's not winning any trophies, these are the same fans that'll be on the case talking about you might win a trophy. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, which one is it then? You know what I mean? Because how can you, man, try and downplay any trophy right now with a dire situation you're in, despite you've won those two trophies, by the way? You're nowhere near fighting for a league title, so you might as well enjoy them cups. You might as well enjoy them because the Premier League that's so dear to you that you're talking about like this, just because you're dismissing League Cups and FA Cups the way you are, you're not close to getting a hands-on league title. So you're closer to being you're a cup team, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Just don't try and peel out of there. Don't try and be. Don't be the single mum of six talking about I want a man that's over 6 feet tall that's a millionaire. You don't qualify, fam. You don't qualify for that. You know what I mean? You don't have. Let me find it. If I can find it. It's gonna take me a while to find it. I don't have it in here. I don't actually have it in here, but you don't have the facilities for that, fam. Like that's not you.
Him do it.
Chill.
If you win it with the FA Cup or you win it with like a Europa League or a Champions League, then it matters, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's half a trophy to me. It's not even a full trophy. Only
This is what we're
No one
doing.
gives a
This
fuck
is what
about the League
champions
Cup.
do, mate. This is what champions do, man. Got my championship cigar.
No one gives a fuck about
We're
the
chilling.
League Cup.
We're enjoying life. This is what it's about, man. Trophies.
It only becomes a full trophy when you win it with something else.
Yeah, see, I disagree with that. Like, trophy's a trophy.
Yep.
Like, at the end of the season, yeah, when you won that League Cup.
Look at his face. That's the face of somebody that's like, for fuck's sake, he keeps disagreeing with me. That's what that is. Man's hating it right now. Man's stressing right now. You know what I mean? Look at the stress levels building up, fam. Man's on the verge of crashing out because there's somebody disagree on live stream with you. Half a trophy. You know what I mean? It's barely a trophy, but it was worth a cigar. It was worth talking about. Oh, haters will say it's just a League Cup. Ten Heisenberg. Whole shirts of Ten Hag. Wins a trophy. You know what I mean? Man out here cigaring it up and everything like that. But now he's here saying it's not even worth much. It's half a trophy at that. You could not make this up.
Stop it. Get some help.
But man will be mad at me because I'm making content on what you've said. This is what I mean. If people don't talk shit online in general, people like me and others who do reactions won't have anything to react to because you're not talking shit. I can't react to somebody really that speaks facts unless they're speaking against somebody that's trying to argue against the fact. Jesus Christ.
Cup, yeah, you'd had a shit season league-wise, you finished third or whatever. Yeah, but you still won a cup. So
A trophy's not a trophy to me, bro. Like,
Just help me to understand.
This is what it's about, man. Trophies.
like League Cup ain't shit to me, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Look at my manager throwing up gang signs and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, you know.
Wow.
It would never mean anything to me. I grew up watching Man United put their reserves out in that competition. We never took that competition seriously. It's not a serious trophy.
What it's about, man. Trophies.
Yeah, see, we did the same and still made finals.
Yeah, well, there you go, because it's not a serious trophy, bro.
Yeah, but that's because our managers, both of our managers, made it less serious. Because before our manager got here, before Wenger got here, we did take that serious. We won it. We'd go out and have a go in it.
Now, what I'll say about that is, you see, this is the difference between this country and other countries, right? Because in Spain, right, you see the clubs. I'm not sure what teams are put out, but I'm sure that they take it seriously over there enough to be like, I'm going to win a Copa del Rey then. If I ain't going to win the Liga, I'm taking Copa del Rey. I'm going to go for that. And I'm sure if there was a EFL Cup version, a Spanish EFL Cup, you'd see teams going for that as well. Now, I'd say before Wenger came, when it came to these cup competitions, you'd practically see a strong team and clubs taking it seriously that, you know, a trophy's up for grabs, let's go get it. That's why when you look at the past winners of FA Cups before 2000, for example, and League Cups, you're probably going to see a colourful, you know, different crests of all the teams that have won it. Few retains here and there, you know what I mean? But otherwise, it's different clubs winning it. I think Luton Town, I think they beat us in the EFL Cup final in 1988, which stopped us retaining it. Luton Town, when are you going to see them lift the EFL Cup now? You know what I mean? But now, we're in this day and age now, where since Wenger, managers are like, I'm going to put the kids out. What I don't get is these smaller clubs that are lucky to see a cup final follow suit. If they didn't do that, you'd see more. You still see big teams in League Cup finals and that, but you would see them. You probably see a Man City with a Luton Town in an EFL Cup final if the smaller clubs took those competitions seriously. You'd at least see that kind of final more often than what you do already. You know what I mean? So back in the day, these cup competitions were taken more seriously. It started being took less seriously when, you know, Wenger came in and used it to play the kids and give them a run out and everything like that. So you could focus on the league and the FA Cup at the time because you know the FA Cup was still taken seriously enough. You know what I mean? Just that the league and FA Cup double. You know what I mean? That's not a double that's won very often these days. I mean, obviously the last time it happened was when City won a treble. But before that, when's the last time a league was won? Oh, 2019. City did it. So before 2019, the last time you saw an FA Cup and a league title won in the same season was Arsenal, 2002. Yeah. 2002. See that huge gap? You know what I mean? Because since Arsenal won that double in 2002, nobody else won that kind of double where it's the league title and the FA Cup until Man City in 2019 when they won the domestic treble, and then they won the treble in 2023. Because we stopped Chelsea doing it in 2017 because we won the FA Cup, and Man U stopped Man City doing that double last season. Madness. It's madness.
Graham. Yeah, as soon as Wenger rocked up, he was like, fuck that, top four, we'll get more money for it.
Yeah, but bro, the same people that saying a trophy's a trophy, yeah? But then if you do a parade for a League Cup, man are laughing at you, bro. So which one is it?
Yeah, but the only reason they're laughing is because they've been brainwashed into thinking that top four.
I wouldn't laugh at a League Cup parade, but you know, a lot of fans would. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of fans that be like, "Why are you parading that?" You know what I mean?
was
So
better than winning a trophy, bro. Like, I see that mutant channel when you won that FA, that League Cup, saying the League Cup's beneath a club like Arsenal. Like, we're fucking in a position to pick and choose.
exactly.
Nah,
We don't win anything, bro. I'll take a League
it's a
Cup
bit
this season
different.
and finish 10th, and I'll be
It's a
happy.
bit different.
And Lee was right. I mean, he's on about AFTV. He's on about Robbie. You know what I mean? The League Cup's beneath us. According to who? 1993. Our trophy's beneath us. We haven't won since the 90s. Really? You know what I mean? And this is that toxic positivity shit. The audacity for any Arsenal fan to say the League Cup is beneath us when we haven't won it since the 1900s is mind-boggling to me. Absolutely mind-boggling. Let's carry on.
You man ain't won nothing in a minute. So yeah, cool. League Cup. You ain't won that in 4 years or something like that. So yeah, a League Cup would be good because Arteta ain't really won nothing, yeah, and everyone and smoke up his ass, but he ain't winning trophies. So I understand why Arsenal need to win a fucking League Cup. But if you're a team like Man United, yeah, that are not competing for the league, yeah, and we've won an FA Cup, yeah, and a League Cup in the last couple of years, and it hasn't taken us forward in the league, why do I give a fuck about a League Cup?
And trophies.
Why do I care about it?
Bruv, you see my manager dancing with Leacher and that. Man, them out here cutting shapes, you know. See, the hips don't lie, blood. 10 Heisenberg, blood. 10 fucking Heisenberg, blood. Man,
Yo,
telling me.
So do you think you're bigger than Liverpool as a football club?
Yeah, I do.
So if you take out all the League Cups that you've won, you wouldn't be bigger than Liverpool based on trophies.
Yeah, but bro, it's not just about trophies. I already told you, bro.
This is what it's about, man. Trophies.
Bro, it's not just about trophies. I already told you, bro.
This is what it's about, man. Trophies.
Don't lie to me!
Man United's fan base is what makes them the size they are, not just the trophies. It's both.
Yeah, I agree, it's both, but Liverpool ain't some tiny little...
And the fan base is what it is because of the amount of trophies you won. We're just going back in full circle. This argument is literally going back in full circle. It wasn't. It's because of the fans. And yeah, why are the fans there? The amount of trophies you won. Weren't man just bragging about what they were doing in the league and everything like that and blah blah blah. All the trophies that you won. That's why the fans are there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you weren't winning trophies, you wouldn't have as much fans.
football club.
Christ.
They're not a tiny little football
And they've
club.
won more in Europe than you. So on that basis, they could say, well, we've got a big fan base, not as big
But
as
we
United's,
got a bigger
but we've
fan
won better
base.
trophies.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Liverpool know they're not bigger than us. They know that. They know
Stop the
that. Do
cap.
you understand what I'm saying? We're not bigger than Liverpool because of League Cups, bro. Everyone knows that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Them man can't attract players. Why are we doing this?
No, but
Why
what
are we
I'm
doing
saying-
this? Liverpool are only bigger to Liverpool fans. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not bigger to football players. They're not bigger to fans. They're not bigger to... Bro, even Liverpool know they're not bigger. They know they're not.
So this
So what are we doing?
but this is where I disagree, right? Right, because when Jose came into the Premier League, first trophy, bang, League Cup. When Pep came into the Premier League, first 5 fucking League Cups, he won them all. First 6.
Now, I pointed this out, right? I pointed out Mourinho came into Premier League, and then it's like he made it cool to win that kind of double now. You know what I mean? As I said, the League Cup, when I go by the rankings of how these competitions are treated, the League Cup is basically pull the first girl that approaches you in the nightclub or looks at you in the nightclub, or approach the first girl that you see in the nightclub and see if you can pull her, right? The FA Cup is, I tried all night, nothing worked, the lights came on, she looks good, you'll do, thank you. Because the league title, we know that's what everybody wants. But it'd be nice if I came into the nightclub, I saw a girl, like, pulled her, got everything I wanted, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, pulled a girl over there, an FA Cup, let's just say. And then the league title was like, fam, she's bad, fam. Type shit. Oh, and I got a Champions League as well. You know what I mean? But you haven't had a bad night if you have a League Cup or an FA Cup, fam. You know what I mean? This is what it is. But Mourinho came in, won the League Cup with the league title in 2005. And it became a case of the League Cup comes around first, so I'm going to take that. So you see in these big clubs, despite people saying the League Cup isn't taken out seriously, well, big teams will keep winning it though. The big teams keep taking it. You know what I mean?
5 out of 6 or something. Yeah, and these are two of the greatest managers that we've ever seen. Yeah, and then,
Bruv, it's the first trophy you can win in the fucking season, bro. It's nice to win it, yeah. If you win it with other shit,
We're doing this is what champions do, mate. This is what champions do, man. Got my championship cigar. We're chilling. We're enjoying life. This is what it's about, man. Trophies.
if Pep just won the League Cup and nothing else, you think he's cool with that?
Transformation.
He's not cool with that, bro.
No, but that's Pep, and this is my point. You've got a manager at your football club,
Bro,
yeah,
Man
that ain't nowhere near the level of
Man United.
and we're dismissing
Well,
up.
Rants is getting tired of it now. Rants is like, shut the up. You know what I mean? Man don't like being pressed like this. You know what I mean? I can tell Lee's at a point where it's like, I've got to cut it down the middle. I've got to call it what it is. You can tell. It got to a point where it's like, yeah, I'm going to have to call this out now. You know what I mean? Now, what I will say about us as Arsenal fans is when we were winning FA Cups, right? We were overly satisfied, as in like all the way, because we looked at our league form and it's like, well, we're still doing the same thing. And we were a lot of us were saying that winning the FA Cup papered over the cracks. We were saying that, right? But the thing with that is it was because Wenger was still the manager. This is the manager who had won his league titles and doubles. I mean, if it was a new manager that came in and then won those FA Cups that Wenger won in the back end of his career at Arsenal, then it would have been a case of, fam, you're keeping the ship steady. But because it was the same manager, it's like, right. So if you can win the FA Cup again, win his league title again, because you've done it before. So that's the difference.
Man United were what City are now to football. We never rated the League Cup. We never even really rated the FA Cup. That's why we let you lot have it.
What are you fucking nuts?
Who? Look. Stop the cap.
He, out of his own mouth, just said, we never rated the FA Cup. That's why we let you lot, aka Arsenal, we let Arsenal have them. So let me break down what he probably can't remember about his own football club, as well as what he may know about mine during that period, right? So 2004, before 2016, 2004 was the last time Man U won the FA Cup. Man U had more FA Cups than Arsenal. I think we were on 9, I think it was, and they were on 10, but then won the 11th one in 2004. We won 14 FA Cups now. Yeah, so we won 9 at the time, right? We won our 9th FA Cup in 2003. They won their 11th FA Cup in 2004. If you're only 2 trophies ahead, why would you let your rivals have the FA Cup? So that means in 2005, when we beat you in the FA Cup final on penalties, that was you letting us have it, even though you were all over us in that game. So when we won our 10th FA Cup in 2005, that was you, man, saying, yeah, let's be generous. Since 2004, before 2016, Man U got to 2 FA Cup semi-finals and 2 FA Cup finals. So I take it that, you know, you just thought, oh, no, let's let Arsenal have it. "2014, we won 11th FA Cup. 2015, we retained the FA Cup, which is something Man United have never done, and won our 12th FA Cup, which matched Man United's. Then in 2016, Man United then won the 12th FA Cup, pulling back. So then we had to win 2 more. But anyways, and obviously Man U will now one behind us now because they won it last season. But anyways, yeah, we never rated the FA Cup. That's why we let you lot have it. What a load of shit. What a load of shit. I've just broken down that you man been having more FA Cups than us. So you found it in your heart to just let us win more FA Cups. Oh, why couldn't you let us win more league titles? And if that's the case, Jesus Christ.
We have to keep it real, bro. We were interested in winning the league and winning the Champions League, so we let you lot have the FA Cup. Most of the time, we were putting out fucking mad change sides in the FA Cup. We didn't even really rate the FA Cup. Man United only started taking the FA Cup seriously if we got to the semis somehow.
So you heard it there. So yeah, never rated the FA Cup. We never rated it. Blah blah blah. We only took it seriously when we got to the semi-final somehow. So when you got to the semi-final in 2008 against Portsmouth, I believe it was, you didn't want to win that FA Cup. You man would have won a treble again if you'd have won that, because I'm sure you would have smoked Cardiff in the final, right? Because Man U were good at beating lesser teams in FA Cup finals. You know what I mean? Apart from last season, because they faced a drunk Man City team. Apart from that, 1996 was the last time Man U beat a side of a threat in a FA Cup final. Look it up yourself. I'm not pulling this out my ass. You go look since 1996, before last season. Go look at the FA Cup finals Man United were in, and look at who they faced and who they lost against and who they won. 2005, we stopped them retaining it. 2007, Chelsea. 2016, they beat Crystal Palace. 2018, Chelsea. 2023, Man City, who were chasing a treble. And then 2024, a drunk Man City team that just done a 4-peat. AKA, if Man City had lost the league title last season, or were chasing to retain the treble, you best believe Man United would not have won that FA Cup final. Now, I don't want to downplay Man United's FA Cup win, because you still have to, turn up and do something. You know what I mean? But let's call a spade a spade. You know what I mean? But this whole, we let Arsenal have it.
Stop the cap.
So I take it when Man U faced Man City in the Manchester City derby FA Cup semi-final in 2011, that was Man United saying, well, yeah, that's when we're only taking it seriously then. Is that where it's coming from? So Man U just didn't want to win FA Cups. All right.
We weren't rating it, bro.
Bro, how you can dismiss cups is wild.
Stop.
Brother,
If
it's
not
a
with another
fact.
cup or
Whether
a league,
it's a
that's
fact,
crazy.
whether you like it or not.
Yeah, it's not a fact. It's not
a fact. We
It's not
never
a fact.
cared about FA Cups. The reason why
that's a fact. You never cared about the FA Cup. What I'm saying is like
the reason
now,
why you man
now-
have so many FA Cups is because Man United never took that tournament seriously, bro. We let
Stop
you
the
have that,
cap.
and we focused on the league.
Now, the reason why they never took it seriously, and the reason why we have so many FA Cups is because Man U didn't take it seriously. So, right. they were focusing on the league and Champions League, right? The Man U had won quite a few league titles since 2004. They'd won the league title in 2007, 8, 9, 11, 13. So won 5 league titles since they last won the FA Cup. You know, in 2004 before 2016, right? And they won 1 Champions League in that time as well, right? But for 2 semi-finals of the FA Cup and 2 finals of the FA Cup, they won 1 Champions League and got to 3 Champions League finals and won 1 of them. Yeah, I think you man could have done with taking another FA Cup or whatever in the meantime during that period. But this whole shit talking of it's only because we didn't want it. Fam, you were getting beat. You were getting beat. What we doing here? You didn't want it. You were getting beat. Listen to what I said, people. They got to 2 semi-finals and 2 finals of the FA Cup. While they had more FA Cups than us, aka 2004, they had 11 FA Cups. We had 9 at the time, and according to man like Roney, we only have this much FA Cups because Man U decided, we don't want to take it seriously. No, you were getting beat. Because you weren't facing small teams in FA Cup finals, fam. You know what I mean? You weren't facing small teams. You know what I mean? Like, you look at Arsenal's FA Cup final wins. You know what I mean? 2002, Chelsea. 2005, Man United. 2014, okay, Hull. 2015, Aston Villa. 2017, Chelsea, who were champions as well, by the way. And 2020, Chelsea. The one that we lost was Liverpool in 2001. You know what I mean? But his logic is, Man United didn't want it. No, you were getting beat. You were getting beaten by Chelsea. You were getting beaten by Portsmouth. You were getting beaten by Man City. And you were getting beaten... you got beat by us in the FA Cup final. 2005, runners up to us. 2007, runners up to Chelsea. 2008, semi-final, Portsmouth beat you. 2011, semi-final, Man City beat you. You were getting beat. Guarantee, if Man U had Bolton in the 2005 FA Cup final, Man U would have retained it. If they'd have had Bournemouth in a 2007 FA Cup final, they'd have beat him. Well, I don't know what to say about the Portsmouth one, fan, but yeah, you man lost that semi-final, and that stopped you man chasing a treble. If you man would have won that, like I said, you would have won a treble again, right? 2011, you got beat by your neighbours. You know what I mean? The first time these man got a huge win over you, man, at Wembley Stadium, was at Wembley Stadium like that. Talking about it was only because we didn't want it. Bollocks. You know what I mean? You see, I can pull up facts which don't care about feelings. Because what I've said is factual. You know what I mean? The only reason Arsenal won the FA Cup is because Man, you didn't want them. No, you were getting beat. I'm rambling.
That's what happened. That's why the FA Cup is known as Arsenal's trophy and not the Premier League, bro.
Yeah, but that's because we decided to take it seriously, and you fucked off to a Club World Cup.
No, you decided to take it seriously because that's the only thing you could win because you weren't beating us for the league.
To be fair, at that time we were winning.
Yep.
Nah, mate.
We won three titles. Two of them we did double.
You never won back-to-back leagues ever, bro.
Not the cap.
That's because Wenger weren't good enough.
Yeah, you won it and then we took it back, bro.
Again, Lee didn't call him out on this. Rants said you have not won back-to-back leagues ever. He didn't say Wenger didn't do it for you. He said ever. That means your entire history of the club. But we've done a three-peat. He should have been corrected there. Yeah, Wenger's never retained the league title for us. You know what I mean? It's been yonked since we've retained the league title, but it has been done. What are we doing here? Even Huddersfield Town have done a 3-peat. I'm not trying to downplay. I'm not trying to say it's easy. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Do you know what I'm saying, Lee? We had a year off, then we took it back, bro. Like, that's it.
Bro, how you can dismiss a League Cup, now?
Bro,
Like,
no one cares about the
previously.
League Cup, man.
This is what we're doing. This is what champions do, mate. This is what champions do, man. Got my championship cigar. We're chilling. We're enjoying life. This is what it's about, man. Trophies.
Heisenberg, blood. 10 fucking Heisenberg, blood. Man
Yo,
telling me.
Rants with the scarf and the hat. I love that,
Yeah,
man. I
bro,
love
man's out here, bro. We're
Love
out here.
that.
You know what I'm saying? My manager's cutting shapes and that. You know what I'm saying? Your manager could never. You know, like that's what we're doing, fam. You know what I'm saying? Look at my manager throwing up gang signs and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy, you know.
It's got lighting up cigars. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Love that. You feel
All
me?
this for a
Love
League
that.
Cup.
Oh,
All right.
yo,
All right.
trophy in the bag, man. Trophy in the bag, over the moon.
Yeah, but the reason nobody cares about the League Cup is because everyone thinks top 4 in Champions League is more important. Yeah, are you going to win the league this season? You're not. Neither are we.
No.
Yeah, so why don't we have a go in the cup? And say, do you know what? Fuck it, we're going to go for the cups this season.
Yeah, but
No,
you, man,
but
should
fans
have a
would
goal
rather-
in the Cup, Lee.
Yeah, but so should you.
You should. You should. What do you mean? So should we? We've won the cup the last 2. We've won a cup the last 2 years, and we're still not better. We're not a better team for it.
Win some more then. Man's talking as if we've done it, so we don't need to do it again. Do it some more. You know what I mean? While you're progressing or trying to win some cups, you lot doing it better than us. We finished 8th, 5th, 2nd. Got nothing for it, apart from 2 shields. If you want to go that far, right? Those of you who believe Arsenal won 49 trophies, right? You, man, so far, 3rd trophy, 8th trophy. Yeah, you finished 8th, which is worse than finishing 3rd, but then you won a better trophy than what you won the previous year. You know what I mean? So far, you have a manager that doesn't know how to be trophyless. That's a fact. In England, so far, you don't know what trophyless is. So, and I won't put it past Man U winning something this season, like the Europa League. I won't put it past them. It might not be Ten Hag that does it. I'm predicting he'll get sacked anyway, and then Brandon Sturrow will take over and he'll win him something like Arteta did with us. You know what I mean? Comes in and wins us the FA Cup. Even though I think this year, I still stand by what I said. I still think the FA Cup this year is ours, but we'll see. But I mean, like, Man U and Arsenal should be taking these cup competitions seriously. You know what I mean? We're not what we think we are. We might look it over what Man U does, but we're not what we think we are, and they're definitely not what they think they should be.
But if you sit there, okay, so what would you rather, right? 10 years straight, win a cup every year.
Stressed.
Yeah,
Stressed.
or win 1 league title in that 10 years and the odd cup every now and again, but finish higher up in the league. Because I'm taking 10 trophies in 10 years.
Bro,
I'd finish 10th every year if I won a trophy.
If you're going to decoy...
Rants is stressing, Jesus Christ. So Lee's saying, would you rather win a trophy for the next 10 years every season, or win a league title, win 1 league title in 10 years, but you win a trophy, a cup every now and again? And Lee's saying he would take 10 trophies in a row, right? Now, nothing said of what 10 trophies they are. So some people might side-eye it and be like, I don't know about that. But winning a trophy every season, I mean, fam, I think I'm taking that too. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're in a competition to try and win it, and if you win it, you're a champion. This is why I don't get when some, you know, we had a content creator try and call me out and say that I don't have any standards for my club, when basically I'm on the same page as League Gunner. You know what I mean? Why would I be called a League Gunner wannabe and then at the same time I'm told that I don't have standards for my club, which baffles me. But we're on the same page. I mean, if you're in a competition and you win it, you're a champion. And you've had success. That's your success right there. And then after that, say for example, if we win the League Cup, after that it's like, okay, what else can we win then? Because we're still in other competitions. We're still, fighting for the league or whatever. It's better than doing nothing. Oh wait, we finished second. We looked like we might win the league, but Man City just Man City'd. You know what I mean? AKA, I got a lap dance and I thought I was gonna get some pussy, but she walked off. The fuck? You know what I mean?
Contextualize the whole thing. There's no point having this conversation.
Way the stress levels.
Yeah, but it's not the context, bro. If you don't win
But
the
it
title,
is though, because we finished 8th last season. So
and you won the FA Cup.
If man are gonna say to me again, do you want to finish 8th again this season and win the FA Cup? I'm not finishing 8th again.
This is why when man like Ronnie is on streams, right, and he can say the wild shit, like, what did he say? Oh, he said he was actually good. Actually, he said Klopp's success was an accident.
Stop it. Get some help.
And he won't call out on that. Not to my knowledge, anyway. He won't call out on that. I mean, Jesus Christ.
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace.
It's an embarrassment.
It is a disgrace.
Man really said that. And he's not used to being challenged on things that he says. You know what I mean? This is the same guy who said Rashford and Mbappe, there's not a lot in it. In terms of who's better. You can go look for yourself. Same guy that said Casemiro is better than Rodri. Pretty much. Same guy. What's the other ones? Oh, well, the downplaying of trophy. Oh yeah. Yeah, the trophies and League Cups. The League Cups and FA Cups. They don't count unless they're part of a treble. Talking as if Man U were winning trebles every so often, even though they only won a treble once. And I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm just stating a fact. And then he said that the FIFA Club World Cup is a smaller trophy than the League Cup. The League Cup's a bigger trophy. And he was saying that to a Chelsea fan who just won it. Who just watched his club win it. And he was saying to a Chelsea fan, it's a little man thing. The League Cup's a bigger trophy. And then wonders why people like me and others do reactions on him. Like, how can I can't fathom me stressing online over somebody making dozens of videos about me talking shit. I just can't. If I talk shit online, I have to expect somebody's going to clown me for it, essentially, through memes or whatever. That's to be expected. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, I'll
Why
take
the
that.
fuck do I want to be 8th?
But if you win
Why
the
don't
FA
we
Cup
be
again, it's 2-2. I'm taking an FA Cup up, bro.
No,
I said this season.
because then
I finished 10th.
I haven't. But that means I haven't improved.
Yeah, league form you haven't improved, but you've won a trophy.
Bro,
And
the
if you went
league
to
is
Wembley and see your team win a trophy, surely
There
that's
would
better
be
than
no
finishing second.
trophies if there was no league. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the league is the bread and butter.
Well, there still would be a trophy because you got cup competitions. You know what I mean? If you man are seeing the league title anytime soon, right? The only fan base that can down talk League Cups and FA Cups the way Ronnie is Man City fans. You know what I mean? If you're winning back-to-back league titles, then you can legitimately talk down about League Cups and FA Cups in terms of just winning either one of them. You can legitimately talk down if you're winning back-to-back league titles. If you're not doing that, you can't do it. You know what I mean? If Liverpool win the league this season, right, but they don't retain it, just like 2020, they won it and then they haven't won it again since. They haven't earned the right to be able to talk down on League Cups and FA Cups because you're not retaining the league. You know what I mean? So unless you're retaining the league and winning Champions Leagues as well, you know what I mean? And this is coming from an Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? But if you're not retaining league titles, sorry, Like, how dare you down talk? Let me put it this way. Because I know I'm rambling, and this video is quite long. Any fan who supports a club that is currently not retaining league titles and winning in Europe, right? That down talks the FA Cup and League Cup is the equivalent of an unqualified woman in a dating scene talking about a man must be a certain height, certain build, and earn a certain amount of money, and she clearly does not qualify for that guy. Let's just take Lizzo, for example. Imagine Lizzo saying to you, right, you're not tall enough, you're not muscly enough, and you don't earn enough money. You would take one look at her, and I think you'd have a lot of things to say. The footballing equivalent of that is, I support a club that's currently not retaining league titles, but the League Cup and FA Cup are little man trophies that aren't good enough for me. That's the equivalent. Can't do it. Nope, can't do it. You don't have the facilities. I don't. You don't. Only Man City fans. Only them. They are the only fan base in England that can talk like this. They're the only ones. Everybody else should be fined for talking like that. Fined in the football world, let's just say. You don't have the right. Who are you and who are me to be even daring to utter the words, the League Cup and FA Cups are small trophies, or they don't matter, they're just this, they're just that? How dare any of us? Anyways, this is almost finished. I know this is quite long, but you know, it is what it is.
It's the main trophy, and then everything comes off the side of it. It's the league, the Champions League, and then it's the FA Cup.
You're
and
not
then the
that
league.
level. Your club's not
If
that
man
level.
finish 8th in the league, I'm not, bruv. No fucking FA Cup ain't making me feel better about my season, bro.
I get that he wants to be there, but you are not there, so you're gonna have to deal with what you've got. Like, how I can't. Right. I would love, right, in an ideal world, right, I would love Kelly Rowland. I would love myself a Kelly Rowland, right? I can't not earn millions of pounds, right, and whatever, and then talk about if you don't look like Kelly Rowland, then don't talk to me. I can't do that. I might want it. I want that, but I don't qualify for it. You know what I mean? I can't do that. I have to be realistic to what is. And what is for a man like Ronnie, for his club, is that you man are battling out with Bournemouth to see who can finish for a European place right now. That's your level. And because of because of how big the club is, that behind you, League Cups and FA Cups in the meantime. Until you get to the stage where it's like, okay, we're seeing Champions League and Europa League quite often. Now let's go and try and win those. And then you might end up being what we're doing, flirting with the idea of winning the league. And it might be a case of you might do it. You know what I mean?
It's been a long season, fam. It's been a long fucking season, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? But you see this trophies thing, yeah? It's not for everyone, blood. It's not for everyone, blood. There's something, yeah, we like to call football heritage, bro. Football heritage, rude, bro.
I'm not sure that touches his lips, to be fair.
It's not for everyone, brother.
We fucking finished 8th, blood. Like, what are we doing? Like,
Bro,
I don't know.
we finished 8th in the FA Cup, and I celebrated.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't even know why this is a conversation right now.
There's a conversation because you said that progress is based on league finish.
Rants just wants to dig himself a hole and just escape. You know what I mean? Man's almost foaming at the mouth over this. Right, fam. he'll be the same one that will clown you for not winning anything. This is why I put them clips in there, just to remind you, man, of what was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I disagree. It's not. You could finish
Yes, it
second and be
is.
shit.
Bro, bruv, there's nuances, yes, league positions, but then you also look at how many points, yeah, that you've accumulated, how many goals you've scored, how many goals you conceded. There's loads of different things within the league finish for you to see if you've improved or not. Going from third in the league, yeah, with third in the league with a League Cup to 8th in the league with minus goal difference and an FA Cup is not a fucking improvement. I don't care how anyone tries to address it. Can't dress that up. No way.
Okay, let me say this and I'll grab the super chats here. Right. Arsenal finished on 91 goals scored last season, 89 points, best defence in the league. So everyone's seen that as progress from the previous season because every season we've got more points, a better defence.
And I'm sure he clowned us, man like Rone, I'm sure he clowned us for doing all that and not winning anything. Maybe I should have found that as well. But I could have sworn that we were clowned for doing all that and not winning a single thing. But here we are. Here he is on here talking about League Cups and FA Cups are basically nothing, basically, unless the one was something. And you know, we've gone backwards, blah blah blah, finished third and then finished 8th. Don't matter about the cups. You know what I mean? But if we try and clown them for where they finished, what's the first thing they'll say, people? Oh yeah, the trophies, of course.
Scored more goals.
It is
right?
progress.
It's progress in terms of league finish and getting better as a team, yeah?
Yeah.
But ultimately, we haven't won anything, right?
Yeah,
Now this season, if we go backwards off of that, what are we saying then? Because if we don't have 26 goals
then you've
conceded,
regressed.
and that's my point. And in that 4 years where we've got better on the pitch in terms of goals scored, goals conceded, the league finish, it's ultimately led to fuck all.
You're correct. You have regressed. However, that doesn't mean that you didn't improve, yeah, from between the season before last and last season just because you didn't win a trophy. I can look at my team and say that we regressed and we still won a trophy. Therefore, trophies are not yeah, as a result.
I mean, I was listening to what Lee said then, and it kind of supported what Rants was saying when I think about it. Because he's talked about, you know, the amount of goals that's scored and conceded from us this season. And if we do less next season, we've gone backwards, which that's what Rants is saying when it comes to the whole league thing. But the bottom line is we got nothing for doing all that. That's the bottom line. We did all that and still came with nothing. You know what I mean? And that's the main thing here. You know what I mean? Despite doing all that in the league, we had 3 other competitions to fight for, and we still came away with nothing, despite all that. You know what I mean? I said before, I'd be less angry with the situation if we'd have won a League Cup and FA Cup. If we'd have won the League Cup or FA Cup in 2023, when we were top of the league for 90% of it, right? I'd have been less angry because we came away with something. Same last season. If we'd have won the League Cup or FA Cup, right, and missed out on the league like that, I'd have been less angry because we came away with something. And it shows us that shows us Arteta's getting close. That's what would show me. But we've got nothing. Nothing to show for it. Nothing. You know what I mean? We're just a Harry Kane. We're doing the scoring. We're doing the right things to say, oh yeah, that's what champions do, or that's what blah blah blah. But we're coming away with nothing. You know what I mean? And Roney would rather be that. He'd rather be put the pressure on FC than what he's doing now. You know what I mean? These men have got a manager that has won back-to-back trophies, right? And with the way he's going on, despite how bad they are in the league, and to be fair, you know, them men are actually absolute dire, right? They'll probably win him a trophy again. Or if he doesn't, somebody else will. You know what I mean? Even though the moment, I think, when they sack Ten Hag, because it's going to happen, I think down the line, they're going to look back at it and say, he won us trophy in every single one of his seasons that he was here. I think that's what it's going to be. And I said this before.
of progress, bro. The trophies are just because we won the fucking trophy. Luck of the draw.
You see this trophies thing, yeah? It's not for everyone, blood. Dude, man, got my championship cigar. We're chilling. We're enjoying life. This is what it's about, man. Trophies.
Decent cup run, bro. Come on, bruv. We had to beat Coventry, yeah? What, to make the final?
My fucking dodgy offside.
I mean, just about got past Coventry as well. So
Yeah,
you
but
can't
the
look
whole
at Man
reason we were
United
getting
season.
teams like that is because our teams, my team, and the other teams didn't fucking bother.
I
We
hear
got
that,
knocked out in the fourth round.
but that's the point. So you're proving my point even more. You lot didn't take it seriously. That's why.
Yeah, but we don't. Under this manager, we don't, bro. And that's why I get the fucking up, because we ain't going to win the league. We ain't going to win the Champions League. You're not in the Champions League.
But that's a you lot
going to
problem.
cups.
But that's a you lot problem, though. Do you know what I mean? I'm saying the same thing about Spurs as well.
Oh, they're fucking
Like,
useless, bro. They've
Spurs
always been
should
shit.
take the cups seriously. They never do because they always complain and say that they don't have a big enough squad. But bro, you're not going to win the league, so you might as well take the fucking cup seriously.
And if they ain't got big...
Yeah, just like you guys aren't going to win the league, so you might as well take the cup seriously. You know what I mean? You might as well take them seriously in the meantime. Man U fans right now, despite how bad they are in the league and everything like that, I'm telling you, you don't want to be finishing second and getting nothing either. You don't want that. At least you man are winning trophies. This video's about to finish, so I'll give them a monologue at the end, but it's going to finish anyway.
enough squad. What's stopping them buying a big enough squad?
They just don't want to spend money.
Facts. All right, let me grab these super chats. All right, there's over two.
So as I was saying, like, we can all sit here and say, well, I'd rather be fighting with for the league title like you lot are, or I'd rather be winning trophies like you lot are. The bottom line is, right, is you do not want to be finishing second narrowly the way we are, bottling the league the way we've been doing, and keep doing it, because we're doing it so far. It's twice on a bounce. Twice on a bounce. You don't want that. It's horrible. It's worse than when Liverpool were doing it, because at least when Liverpool did it, every time Liverpool finished behind Pep, second behind Pep, they won something. 2019, they won a Champions League. 2022, they won the league and FA Cup double, League Cup and FA Cup double, and was one win away from a Champions League, and one win away from a Premier League, really, when you think about it. Well, I think. But anyways, Liverpool always won something, so it wasn't. It was bad, but it wasn't that bad. For us, it's worse. We're not getting anything. Nothing. No FA Cup, no League Cup. And that's been my thing with Arteta. Why aren't you giving us a League Cup and FA Cup in the meantime? Why aren't you fighting for that? The obsession of trying to beat Pep for the league title has cost him, or cost us, a chance to see Arsenal win another FA Cup or win the League Cup for the first time since '93. Because he's just too obsessed, and the League Cup and FA Cup competitions are paying for it. You know what I mean? But we're not winning anything. This is not like Liverpool finishing second. This is worse. We're not getting anything. When we're out of the League Cup, it's like, okay, got FA Cup and that to fight for still while trying to fight for the league. And when we're out the FA Cup, we're now looking at it like, well, fuck me, we're not going to win in Europe, are we? But let's just hope. And when we're out of that, it's like, okay, well, we're close with Man City. Let's just hope Man City drop points. And what happens? They don't drop points. You know what I mean? It's horrible. I would much rather. I remember finishing 8th and winning the FA Cup in 2020. I remember that. Although we were getting laughed at for finishing 8th, didn't care at all. I mean, you can, if you go on my shorts feed, you can see of when we won the FA Cup in 2020, my Instagram story. Does that look like somebody who cared to finish 8th? You know what I mean? I was loving it. I was loving it because we were champions of the FA Cup. You know what I mean? 2014, finished 4th FA Cup. 2015, 4th or 3rd FA Cup. 2017, I think that's when we finished 5th with the FA Cup. You know what I mean? Obviously, when Wenger was doing it, it was a case of right, let's try and win the league as well now, because you had won us doubles and that before. So it's not like you just came in and won these FA Cups. Like you've been here all them times. So let's try and get the old you back. You know what I mean? But when Arteta won it in 2020, it was like, okay, we'll finish 8th. Won FA Cup. You know what I mean? And you, Man United right now, you won the League Cup and then you won the FA Cup. You won 2 different flavours, fam. You know what I mean? In recent times, it's only been FA Cup for us. But anyways, I'm going to leave it here. Like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, follow all the socials. The links are in the description below. This is the long video, but it is what it is. People who are going to cry about me making reactions to Rants or Lee, cry more. And yeah, let's yeah, I think that's everything actually. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me, come and have a pop. Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.